Here's my question, and it's not necessarily related to a business connection. You're a philanthropist, you want to go out and you want to change things. Well, let me pose this question. If you had the keys to our education system, what would you change to carve it into a direction that would generate, a better society as a whole?
Well, I fundamentally believe, and I'm going to go back to those 3 classes, I call those the essence of empowerment. And if those were taught at grade 3, grade 6, grade 9, grade 12, if they were taught as core curriculum there and at every trade school, every art college, every whether you're going to be a painter or a welder or a mechanic, whether you're going to be a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, or studying to be a nurse or accountant or an engineer, doesn't matter. I happen to believe that we will generate a different caliber of students once the first cohort goes through, where we actually truly do study marketing, philanthropy, and entrepreneurship. Why marketing? Well, in my mind, it's the essence of differentiation. If you don't realize that a business card has 6 sides, you haven't started to think about it. If you don't know what the word cognitive dissonance is, you haven't studied marketing. If you don't realize that selling a product is one thing, and I got to tell you, in the 700 deals I looked at on Dragon's Den, every single person was confident they could sell their product, but I wasn't confident they could sell their product at a profit enough to cover working capital and overhead, and therefore call a hobby a business. And it was that evolution. So the essence of marketing, in my mind, is your point of differentiation. The most important marketing document you'll ever prepare is called your resume. It's your point of differentiation. And I can't tell you how many times I've said to people, I'm sure you can make it, but if you can't sell it, let's not talk. And so that's the essence of marketing. And then, of course, layer in social media and all the changes that are occurring there between television and online, websites, and the need for, I can't imagine a business that doesn't have a website now as you go forward. So there's so many ways of interacting. So marketing. Number 2, the study of entrepreneurship. Some say you can't teach entrepreneurship, you can only nurture it. Well, my experience on Dragon's Den, as much as the business advice on that show sometimes was pretty weak, where a dragon says, I'll give you points in exchange for equity in your firm, airline points, or I need 51% of your business, or I'm not going to do business with you, or I can't finance you because you have no sales. Those are all stupid comments in the context of how you get a business started. So let's ignore the business advice. But what that show has done more than any other show could have is inspire a nation to think about entrepreneurship. It's planted seeds of entrepreneurship. So in my mind, it's not about when you start a business, it's if. And if you've planted the seeds, someday you might choose to start a business. And then the last part, and it kind of ties back to my book I've written, frankly, there's 2 chapters, a quarter of the book almost, is on the concept that I believe that charity is good business. And there's so many reasons for that. But the essence of it is that it's your point of differentiation against your competitors. It's your point of engagement with your clients, with your suppliers, with your staff. There's so many ways of using charity in a positive way that's good for the business. So better for the bottom line means better for the community. The more money you make, the more money you can give away. The more money you can integrate back into your business plan. So it's a win-win-win. And that's why I call those 3 classes the essence of empowerment. And if it's not being taught in the school system as part of the core curriculum, I'm encouraging people to think hard about taking those classes, online, books, whatever. The more you understand marketing, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy, the better you will be as a Canadian.
Good advice.